Welcome to what I like to call the Incoherent podcast. Yeah, we're back. We're here for the third time. They say best things come in three. Today I
So we're
have
stopping after this one.
yeah. Sadly, it's a trilogy series. You thought it would end at the sequel, but no, this isn't what you think. But anyways, we have Deep Voice guy Leo.
Hi, what's going on?
Yeah, he's back for the third time around. Don't expect any more. And then we have
Peak today.
a second time returning champ, Silas.
I'm back.
Pumped
That's
for
all.
more action, yeah.
Yep.
And we have a
Always
special.
pumping for action.
Could you shut the fuck up?
All right.
And we have a special guest today, Lucas.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've been pretty busy, so it's nice to be on here.
Yeah, it's good to always have someone new. Keep it fresh every once in a while. Yeah. So, how have you guys been? Since the last episode, I guess it's been like maybe a week and a half now.
Pretty good. The other day I had my wellness checkup.
For
Did-
Corona,
Not for Corona, just like the yearly, like the annual
Oh.
one.
just to make sure you don't have testicular cancer.
Yes, and speaking about testicular cancer, don't got it, but when I went there,
Better luck next time.
I went, yeah, I failed the test. I got a negative.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Yeah, but I went there and, the regular stuff. And looked in my ears for earwax because that's always a problem. I
Yeah.
have an ingrown fingernail, and then we get to the part where it's like, okay, we gotta check all your parts, and you want to start taking off your pants now. Your mom can go outside, and
Why would your
I
mom
don't
want to
know
miss the
why.
best part?
Oh, my mom. Last time I had my wellness checkup, my mom stayed inside and she closed her eyes, and she, yeah, right, and she was basically laughing the whole time.
God.
She even
Is she
asked.
laughing at you or what?
She just didn't help her laugh at the situation,
Oh,
Okay.
and she even asked, "Is there like a certain age when it stops growing or anything?" And I was like, "Mom, stop right now!" But this time, I embarrassed myself,
oh,
and I don't know why. But she said, "Like, take off, like, your pants, start getting undressed," and I was like, for some reason, I started taking off my shoes and then my socks, and I was getting, and then she didn't say anything, but then I was like, I don't know why I did that. I guess I'll put them back on. And she was like, yeah, I don't know why either. It
wow.
was just so weird. I don't know why I did it.
Toe
Okay, but
inspection.
was it at least a cute nurse?
She touched my balls, so that was all around pretty good.
Yeah.
I just stared at the ceiling.
Daydreamed,
Yeah.
hoping it was someone, maybe like
Yeah.
Johnny Sins, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about Jelani Sins. Have you
God's
guys
gift.
gotten your wellness checkup? Any of you guys got testicular cancer?
Yeah, I had mine pretty recently after I had like a throat thing, but
Oh.
they didn't actually go anywhere near my lower half, so I'm
Balls, throat.
lucky.
I see the connection.
What the fuck?
Throat, you do the math. I had my wellness check done pretty recently too, and I in fact do not have testicular cancer either.
Good
Nice.
job. You did
I
it.
know, dude. I passed the testicular test without even studying.
Yeah, nice. Well, I had mine right before this whole like Corona thing went down, so it's like I admit I didn't even have testicular cancer because first of all they couldn't find it. So yeah, that's cool though, right?
That's
So
pretty good. I gotta say, I am
That's
happy because we started the podcast without. There seems to be a trend in the last two episodes. We always start with a bit of improv about some door that's closed or open,
Oh,
or it's
God.
creaking,
I'm glad we moved
or
past
someone
that.
walks in it, or someone's shut out, or something about a door. And I'm glad that we instead talked about
So
testicular
first
cancer.
episode 1 and 2. I know.
yeah. Well, it's opening, wink, wink, new opportunities for how we do the show. By the way, if you're listening to this, I know we're only 5 minutes in. Don't fucking leave. Stay to the entire thing. Like all three of us, the last episode said, you gotta fucking commit to the whole thing. Who knows? We might have some wacky shit up our ass that we want to pull out during the time we're recording. So just stay. I promise you. And if you don't like it, I mean, too fucking bad. Go piss your pants about it. Okay. So yeah. So any of you boys wanted to bring up something like more on the deeper side that we should talk about, right? Something to discuss.
I got something, but Leo, Lucas, you guys got something?
I'm here for the ride.
I want to hear what you got to say.
All right, because I'm bringing everything to the table today. I guess I got the doctor visit story about taking off all of my clothes. And,
we're just gonna reverse cowboy ride you because this is basically an easy podcast.
What the?
All right. The other day.
Oh my god, we're cutting all of this out.
Oh my god! No! Don't cut this out.
Leo coughed all through the first episode.
Dude,
so the other day,
okay, yeah, never mind.
Yes, fuck up, Leo.
The other day on Instagram, I follow this guy who plays guitar, and he posted a picture about his Patreon where he was selling guitar lessons, and he was making a joke like it was his OnlyFans, so he posed like halfway nude, and he's very pale, and I made a joke like, oh, when he's that pale, he spent a lot of time indoors practicing guitar, so that's who I want lessons from. And someone replied saying, I'm going to quote this. I assume your intention was just to make a joke, but it sounds like Tosin Abasi, B.B. King, Jimi Hendrix, and other famous guitarists with a darker skin tone didn't practice as much as Dean because they are not white. Also, you say you want lessons from a white-skinned person. I assume your joke was about nerdism, but things I wrote came to my mind, and it's a sensitive topic because racism, crimes, and lots of bad things happen to people that don't have white skin, up to actually getting murdered just because of that. It's not only white people reading the comments. I'm not judging or accusing you, just my 5 cents.
This person probably thinks they're like the highest intellectual ever for saying that, like, oh yeah, everyone will agree with me. But like,
what is nerdism?
Nerdism.
What the fuck is nerdism?
Nerdcore
He
hip
says,
hop.
Is it making fun of nerds for like being pasty white and shit like that?
That was my joke. And I had a conversation with him about it, and I was like, yeah, that was my joke. You assumed right, and I get where you're coming from, trying to make sure like I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. I don't want to be racist or marginalize anyone.
And it's so weird too because he's like, I assume you meant this, and you're just like, you assumed right.
Yes,
yeah,
you assumed right.
I replied,
I assumed good intentions, but also here's all the things you're doing wrong.
Yeah, and I said I didn't intend to come off as racist or anything. I'll try to be more careful, but I don't think I was being offensive. Like you said, you assumed I was joking about nerdism, and you were right. Maybe I should have worded it better, but I think that anyone else reading that would have assumed the same. And
if anything, he brought race into it.
Yeah.
She?
So,
ooh.
Okay, I already know what this person looks like.
I know that men are the ones typically associated with social justice and all, not women.
Oh yeah, totally, right?
But you gotta include them too. And they apologized, but and they were like, I'm glad we could have this discussion. I didn't actually think you're racist. Just like, it's nice to have these conversations with people. But what was the funniest part of it was the then several people who replied, like, dude, I can just imagine basically what you said, but in a much ruder way. Like, dude, I can just imagine this bitch like on her laptop all the time in Starbucks, just looking at everyone's posts, making fun of everyone for being racist and stuff. And she replied to every single comment saying,
that seems
what
like
exactly
that type
did
of
I
person.
say?
Wait, so this entire argument just happened in the comments of the post?
Yep.
I feel bad for this guy who just wanted to promote his guitar classes and just see them full out like controversial.
But I got
topics.
16 likes, so
big baller, big baller, big moves.
it's pretty good for me.
I think that's just like one thing I hate about people over the internet in general is just like how pretentious they can act and like do nothing about it and have the I'm right, you're wrong mentality. So you're like automatically scum to me. Don't talk to me. And
Well,
like,
we had that conversation. She was like, we're having a conversation about it. We're not just saying that you're racist, I'm right, you're wrong, or you're not racist, I am racist, or whatever. It was just what pursued of everyone who ignored that we had that conversation in the comments where you can have both sides coming to a conclusion. Not even sides, because we agreed.
yeah,
But then to ignore that and just say, oh, look at this person who is just overly sensitive. They're not even black. And I looked at their profile picture. I'm pretty sure they're just a white dude. And just getting overly offended at people getting offended. But then the response being, you didn't even read my comment, and I'm just trying to protect people who are underrepresented. Have you guys had much experience with stuff like that?
Yeah, I hate it, dude, because like it sounds like yours was more of like a tame experience. For I've had like experiences where it's just like people do have the mentality where it's like, oh well, why does your opinion matter and mine ultimately does, and it just like the toxic side of that way of talking, I guess. It's like when people say it's the blank space, for me it almost seems pretentious in a way because they're acting better than you even if they may not be right, I guess, or like
Yeah.
it's maybe just blown out of the proportion of what the original situation was from. I don't know. I really hate that about people, so I try to ultimately avoid it.
It's just arguing on the internet in general. People
Yeah.
believe what they want to believe, and they're going to surround themselves with people with the same beliefs, so that their thoughts usually aren't going to change, and it's just how it is. And they're going to argue with whoever doesn't agree with them.
So why you need to play video games? So you spend more of your time yelling at people after getting shot rather than spending hours, maybe even days, spent in an Instagram comment section.
Stop worrying about microaggressions. This kid cheated while we were playing Fortnite.
Yep.
That's the real issue.
Hacks.
But I think that is a big thing. If you can even go about thinking that you are right in this person that you're having a conversation with in any context is wrong, regardless of if that's true. You can think that, but you can go about coercing that person to join your side in such a easier way if you can pretend to be nice. You know what I mean? Like there's so much
Yeah.
Like
easier.
online, it's easy to pretend to be nice.
Yeah, if you really want to be nice, or if you, and I'm not trying to be like anti-cyberbullying because I'm all for that. I think it's really cool.
You're cool for cyberbullying?
Of course.
You want to
Um,
cyberbully people?
that's a different conversation. I was mostly making a joke,
Okay.
but I think that if you can, it's so easy to portray a certain image on social media, and you can do that to get anyone to join your side of an argument if you want to go about being manipulative or you have the I'm right, you're wrong mentality. Or if, and a lot of people want to be nice on the internet and they do think, and they're preachy about we can set aside our differences, but then they don't think those things apply to them. So if you really cared about that stuff, it's very easy to go about it. Well, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off as racist. This is what I meant by that.
Yeah.
And you can have a conversation like I had with that person where we both agreed, well, thanks for having this conversation. We could like actually talk about it. And now I feel a little bit better. I feel like I talked to someone today about something that's a sensitive topic and we both are better because of it.
Yeah, I can
Or
get
you
that
can be,
because it seems like you found a common ground, even though that like you found a common ground, so there was less conflict in all, like in total, I guess.
yeah. Or you can be like the people who responded, like, no,
Yeah, you could be like that.
yeah.
I'm just kind of like astounded that there was literally no attempt to like convince the other person that they were right. They were just like, I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even try to prove their argument, or
Yeah.
that's what usually happens. At least it's just I'm right, you're wrong, and it's how can they expect to make anything happen? It's just monotonous. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And hey, if any of you gamers are out there who are like this, there's also a third option. Just ignore it. Unless it's like extreme, then it's like maybe you should say something. But something like that, where it's clearly a joke, you probably could have just walked away from the situation without doing anything. Because
that is my favorite part. Where they're like, I'm pretty sure you were joking, but it may have came across like this. And it's like, yeah, you were right. I was joking about that.
Yeah,
I guess it was a good joke because you got it.
Congratulations.
It's like at that point you are just looking for an argument, like because it's a she that who was arguing about this. Because like she knew, I mean, she had a suspicion that you were joking, yet she still decided, oh, I kind of want to pick a fight here. I kind of want to, I want to dunk on someone, so I'm gonna start this argument just for the sake of it.
That's just like another thing I hate of that. It seems like has been growing more within this time of the pandemic because people don't have anything better to do with their time. Where it's like they just want an argument, they want conflict to fill that empty void, so they don't eat another tub of ice cream. And it's just like, dude, just why do you care? Quit picking fights for no reason. Just move on. I mean, I
like conflict, but this kind of, I don't know.
Well, like even like I don't know, they just like actively go out of their way to maybe say something controversial, and like then people obviously are like, oh, I don't like that. Why? So like they're basically just baiting themselves into like getting into maybe arguments or discussions like that may not work out in their favor.
Or there are issues and there are things to talk about with people. And there's kind of a weird middle ground where the people who are actually saying offensive stuff probably, no matter what, are not going to listen to you. But those are the battles that are so much more worth fighting than the people who said what you correctly assumed was a joke.
Yeah.
And so if you really cared, you would be going after the people who are saying things that are much more controversial and much more obvious that it's a planned, not an attack, but it's like they are being offensive and what they're saying you feel is actually wrong. And if you cared, and the people who do go for those people are so much more often the people who have the I'm right, you're wrong mentality. And if you cared an even further step, you wouldn't go into it like that. You would try to approach it like you would a regular human being. And that's what's so annoying.
Just toxic internet culture. I've hated it more recently just because I see a lot more of it than I normally do, but goddamn, we need to stop.
You guys do anything? You guys do anything fun this week or last couple weeks?
Not really actually. I've just been doing the stuff I normally do, except better. Kinda. I mean,
better?
Yeah, I don't know, just practicing makes perfect, I guess.
Practicing guitar?
Yeah, that and just like been learning a little bit of piano. Been doing the scales. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, how about you guys? How about we get a word from our special guest, huh?
Not really. I mean, it's just, school, then play video games, then go to bed, do school, play guitar in between.
Yeah.
Learn some disco chords and a song by the Isley Brothers. Then I kind of just stopped. So I'm on that right now.
Mm-hmm. How
Can
about
you guys hear my dog in my background?
Yeah, Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'll talk over them.
It's real. It has ambience, I guess.
Dog ambience.
It feels authentic.
Yeah. How about you? How about you, Mr. Parallel Pipes? How's the whole YouTube shenanigan going?
Oh, it's a whole lot of shenanigans.
Hey, and if you're here from Leo's channel, let me give you a smooch. Yeah, that's for you, cutie.
Yeah, if you somehow manage to find that featured channel on my YouTube channel and followed that link here and found this, good job.
It's a great name. The Pipeline.
The Pipeline, yep.
Coming down the pipeline.
Match made in heaven.
I got a pretty cool comment on one of my YouTube videos the other day.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Apparently, like, I had shown myself like looking at videos on YouTube And in my recommended, you could see that I had watched like an AP US history tutorial or some shit like that. And some dude was like, "Dude, you're in AP US history. Quick fact: what is one of the determining factors in the Enlightenment, or not the Enlightenment, the Great Awakening, or some shit like that?" It was pretty funny.
Nice.
So
How did you respond? Did you
Oh, yeah,
actually respond?
I don't remember what. I
I
don't
wish I
remember
watched
what
the video because I don't
important-
pay attention in class. I don't
Yeah.
actually know.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just turning in assignments. I'm not actually learning.
I just hit
Yeah.
the buttons to win at school. And
In
then-
English, I'm just like they are the big assignments are just the big not like not big but the novel pieces like the chapter or two that are like 12 pages. If you're in my English class, you know, if
Are we really talking about
listening
school
are in
on
my
the
English
podcast?
yeah, but the long assignments, I'm just not doing them. I'm just not reading them. I'm just looking at them and going, no, I don't want to do that.
If
I'm
only
just gonna
had-
try and work a little bit harder on the other stuff.
if you had an infinite amount of monkeys, you could go by like that theory where if you just gave them a laptop and they pressed random buttons, one of them is bound to get everything right. So sucks you don't have
Yeah.
like infinite amount of monkeys. So can't
Win
really
win,
do
you
that.
get infinite monkeys and a passing grade in ELA.
Yeah,
Can you imagine having like a monkey? Like, you know, you bring someone home, you guys are chilling in your room, you lay down, and then you clap, and she's like, "Oh, your lights aren't working," and then you see like this monkey butler run in and then turn off your light, and he's like, "Yeah, that's my clapper." That'd be awesome.
I feel like your chance of finding a partner in life increases by at least
Drastically.
tenfold once you own a monkey.
Oh yeah, no
It's
doubt,
like,
dude.
oh, you own a ferret? That sounds like a disgusting, gross animal. You own a monkey? That sounds like a disgusting, gross animal that I want to meet and shake hands with
I want
because
the,
I want a monkey butler.
I want the
Who doesn't?
monkey.
Who doesn't want a monkey butler?
Monkeys
Me
are
when he
popular
goes
with
feral
women.
and decides to rip my face off.
Like tiny monkey or like chimpanzee ape kind of butler?
I want monkey butler. So like it kind of waddles in, you know.
Okay, chimpanzee kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
I want a great ape.
Yeah.
I want like a gorilla or an orangutan.
I want an
I like
orangutan because they seem way more chill than gorillas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Sit outside.
I don't want a chimpanzee though. Those things are vicious.
Yeah,
like a
Oh, yeah.
rip your face
like
off.
a tiny little one. Like it'll like swing from the ceiling, you know, like nest in my hair when I'm sleeping. That kind of stuff. Be fun.
That would be cool.
What are they called? Capuchin monkeys? Like
Yeah,
the ones that
capuchin.
people actually have as service animals.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be cool. I wonder where people usually get those. Because I mean, I've seen like service dogs and stuff. Now, have you guys ever seen someone with a service monkey?
Nope.
I think so.
Seen
No.
someone.
I have.
Seen someone with like a
What?
service rabbit.
What? How does that help
Really?
you?
I think that's like a comfort thing, though.
Yeah, probably. But it had a vest on, so it's like maybe.
People will like do that so they can take their animals on planes
Yeah.
Wow.
as an excuse.
Or to the movie theater when they watch Boss Baby or something.
Oh
So,
my
like, if
god.
They can bring their
I
pet
love my
snake.
rabbit, but I also really love Boss Baby.
I know
gonna
my
bring my
rabbit
snake
will
to a movie
love
theater.
Boss Baby.
You're allowed to have the rabbit because it calms you down. It's just something that you enjoy. It's like, sir, you need to stop watching pornography. It's for my heart. I need it now.
If I don't keep it at 176 beats per minute, I will die. I gotta keep jacking it, man.
I forgot my service candy. You're gonna have to let me eat this bag of Oreos.
I forgot my service
It's free.
flashlight.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Mia Malkova needs to stay by my side at all times.
God.
Have you guys had to go back to school at all for like? Have you gone inside for anything in the building?
Picture day.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
send a picture in because I don't want to risk getting the Rona.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea.
I had to go in today for a leadership project.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's funny because I thought, and every time I've gone to school, just a couple times, I thought it would be awesome. Like, yeah, I'm walking through the building and I'm seeing some people I know, but it's just anticlimactic and it feels empty. still, and it's
Yeah.
like, you remember when the fires ended
In Australia or in California?
in California, or at least we weren't getting the smoke as bad, and it was like, oh, awesome! It doesn't hurt my eyes anymore, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
can walk outside for a little bit. That feeling lasted for a day, and then I forgot immediately the next day that, oh yeah, there were fires a week ago, and I couldn't stand outside because it looked like God was pissing his pants in the sky.
Hitting the booth,
It
dude.
was really weird because after those like 2 weeks of just like smoke filled days, like before that it was like, oh, I'm sweating my ass off trying to go to sleep. But then after that, after those 2 weeks, temperature dropped so much that I was like opening my window for like cool air, or like not cool air, but like I was closing my window to keep the warm air in because I was actually starting to sleep with a blanket. I'm like, holy shit,
Once the
why did
smoke
it get
was
so
gone,
cold? Yeah, once the smoke was gone, I just noticed that
Yeah.
like the temperature dropped drastically.
because you're basically shielding yourself from any changes in weather. It's like a God just
Nuclear winter.
untucked you,
Yeah.
and you're exposed to the elements for the first time. It's like, oh, it's been a week with smoke. I guess it's like middle of fall now. It's colder.
Oh yeah, that was like right when we started. That was like before we started school, which was insane.
Yeah, that was great too because it was like, regardless of COVID, we wouldn't be in school for the first week.
Yeah. God,
Oh
that's
my god.
yeah. Speaking of like COVID and all that, I've had like quite a few family members get it, but they've all survived, and no, it like they've gotten checkups, and this is like they don't have any effects afterwards. Like they
Wow.
seem pretty healthy. Like my uncle, he felt nothing but a headache for a day, and my aunt and my cousin have gotten nothing but like just maybe a flu for like the day, and then after that
Really?
they were totally fine, but they still had it. So like that makes me wonder, if I were to get it, would I die? And I don't think I would die. I would probably just feel like crap for a day. And that just makes me wonder because like if I do get it, I also have like this lung thing where my lungs just like fill with water during a certain time of the year. And like if I got it and I died, wonder what that would be like. So I've been questioning mortality for a while.
What it
for
would be like if you died?
yeah, what it would be like. What would it be like? What would like my final thoughts be? And that just questions mortality. Like it makes me wonder about my own mortality. I'm like, wow, I could just like get sneezed on and game over for me.
Oh my god.
Fucking
What the fuck? That ruined the mood, bro.
My mom is doing a freaking thing for class. Give me a second.
Thank you
Printed
for
out.
being the stenographer. You just printed out our conversation.
I think
No,
she's doing her
actually-
homework for her Chinook Wawa. It's pretty, yeah.
I'm gonna
Is your
cut this
mom's
out.
printing it?
My mom's like printing out from, she's in the kitchen and she's printing, with the printer's in my room, which the door's closed, so she's just printing it.
I
I'm
like this style of podcasting. You let all of the noises flow through, so it sounds like you're actually sitting in a room with people. People don't actually do that. They try to get the best audio quality. I'm gonna open my window and get the freeway sounds.
We're not gonna listen to a homeless man shitting in your alleyway.
We could all jump up and down on our beds and pretend to have a pillow fight.
Okay,
No.
sounds good.
Wouldn't that'd be funny? We
All
should
right, back
do
to
that.
mortality.
Yeah, this is where I cut. So yeah, about mortality.
No, we need to keep
You
that
gotta
in.
leave the printer in.
There's
That
so
was awesome. That was so
Yeah,
good.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'd like to talk more about the printer. I don't really care about what you're talking about.
Okay,
No,
no,
no.
get back to what you're going. Go
Yeah.
back, but also leave the printer in. Fucking unplug it.
fucking goddamn
Mom, we're talking about death and what happens when you die.
Okay, she's paying for college. I'm not gonna like stop her from getting her homework.
Yeah, that's cool. But both of you can print and Gorman talk. What were you saying?
Oh,
All right.
Gorman!
fucking done. Anyways, yeah, I was just fucking. I was talking about like me questioning my own mortality, because if I get it, I don't know if I'm just gonna go and just hit the bucket, kick the bucket. I don't know. So
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of a scare in my house where we kind of thought that we had it, and my stepdad was sick, and we had been around someone who not too long before who had it. Luckily, we didn't get it, and I was just confident we're gonna die. If we have it, we're gonna die, and we probably have it. And
Why do you think you
for
would die?
partly because my mom, there's four of us in the house. My mom is overweight. My stepdad is overweight. My stepsister's in good shape and she's young. And then I'm overweight and I'm young and I have a good immune system. But partly because I feel like I just kind of deserve it. Because, because we haven't been very cautious. And it's just, I always feel bad because I'm just thinking about like people in New York who haven't like stepped outside of their 30 square foot apartment at all since like March. And I was just like, more confidently than I ever have before, I was just thinking to myself, I'm going to die. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be dead. I'm not going to be alive anymore. And
Yeah.
it's just, it was a feeling. It was a weird feeling. And then it cured my depression because I was like, yeah, I don't want to die. Psych.
Oh, damn. You
Yo.
played the system there.
Like, I'm not depressed. That's for pussies.
The old bait and switch.
If you
I
have
don't know where I'm
depression,
going.
just stop it, dude. I mean, come on.
Just stop.
Just stop. That's what Silas
Just be
did.
happy.
Just
like-
fucking get on YouTube and start watching mukbang videos, and I'll cheer you right up.
That's how depression starts, because then I can't eat all that food.
That's how we transferred to Nakado Avocado.
This is... shh. Suppress him.
I was joking about depression, but we can't just recycle material like the door.
Yeah, we can't.
I don't know.
We didn't. Yeah. Every time that bit came, no one was able to like make a good joke relating to
It
it.
sucked.
Yeah.
Like a stuttering fucking mess.
Stuck it. You
God
guys suck.
damn.
You suck at improv.
You guys thought you locked me up, but I came through the doggy door. What can I say?
What can I say?
Is that really how you guys approached that?
What?
I don't remember that. I literally watched both of them all the way through and did not remember that.
That's good. That's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the
We're going
memorable part. Speaking about last time, though, you guys trashed our hometown, and I had some serious beef about that.
Okay.
I don't
You don't even live here. What do you mean?
Want to
Yeah,
put
dude.
yourself on the
Yeah.
podcast?
Trader.
Yeah, I've lived where you guys live, and I still live there half the time. I've lived there most of my life. I live somewhere else that I can say is better, but it's still not bad. And
Yeah.
like, you guys were talking about there's nothing to do here, but what do you guys wish there was to do here?
Well, first of all, I wish there wasn't a movie theater that required me to drive to it. I wish there was something more active in like, because there's parks, but like all the freaking crackheads hang out there. There's a park at the lake, and it's like, I don't want to go there because I'd like not to go on a 9-hour trip of whatever drug is in the syringe. Like, it's just like risky too. And like, I saw that I don't know, there's like there could just be so much more. There could be so, like, I also wish there was more things to do in the terms of just like going from store to store, I guess. I wish downtown was more alive. Like, compared to other places I've lived in before this, downtown is like a penny pincher's last resort to being alive and being able to support yourself. Like, there's a soap shop. Who wants to go to a soap shop? I mean,
Yeah, but
I'm
I think
surprised they're alive.
yeah, who owns the soap store? But you guys were talking about before we're close to Portland, and I feel like we're so close to Portland, you can go there easy. There's plenty of stuff to do there, and we live in a spot that's pretty nice. It's a big town, but you don't have the hustle of bustle and bustle of living in a bigger city like Portland, now having to deal with the traffic every day or the bigger crime rate. Or
That's a good ass point.
But like,
I guess you have to drive to a movie theater.
I still think you can have a point though where you have a city that isn't too like traffic infested. It's not too busy, but there's also stuff to do.
yeah.
Like, I wish there's kind of a mall where we live, but at this point it is so dead and just decrepit that it's not ever worth going to.
Looks
I
like
kind of wish there was,
That's for the movie theater.
It's got the background,
except for
the back room vibe kind of thing, because it's just like, no
Yeah.
one's ever in there. There's a gym, there's a movie theater, and there's a JC Penney, and I think
And
that's
there's the library.
Yeah,
Across from that,
the
inside of it, there is a
Library
model
and
train
not
store.
mall rooms. That is sad, dude.
Inside of it, there's a model train store.
Oh, that place is awesome. It's such a big setup. Okay, you guys, have you guys been in there? It's awesome. They know what they're doing. There's like the old dude with the cool hat.
You can talk to those old dudes there forever too. They're just so bored, and like they'll come into you, and you'll be the youngster, and they'll be the old timer, and you can just.
Well, no doubt, dude. It's like the NPC that's on the top of the mountain who hasn't seen civilization in 30 years. It's like
that
they're literally at the mall the entire day.
That is where you
so
go when you like
why.
You've put 100 hours into the RPG and you're looking for the side quest.
That's like the life end game, like getting into model trains at the mall.
No,
they're so they're happy with
not for me, but like that is a life end game right there.
For someone, your life is ending.
You will never be seen once I leave.
Now
they're enjoying themselves, and that's beautiful because something so to me at least seems very boring and it's kind of sad is an art form because they make all that land themselves. They paint the trains, detail them, they make it seem like just a miniature version of our world, and to get so much joy out of that, I think is kind of beautiful.
I would hope they enjoyed it because it sounds like hell if you didn't. Can you imagine being sent to the third floor of hell, just being like, all right, make a model train. Here are your materials, and they give you like a pencil.
It sounds like the worst existence, actually. What is worse than that?
Speed like okay, I guess we could bring it to that.
Building a puzzle that has like no instructions.
Yeah,
basically.
Get creative, dude.
What's your guys' worst version of hell? Like, what's purgatory to you?
I don't know.
After you die, you can't move, but you just have the same consciousness. So like you're just in your brain. You can't say anything, and so you're like you're getting torn apart by like worms and crap while you're in your thing, but you can't say anything, and so you're just like in infinite pain all around as your molecules get spread everywhere.
That'd be cool.
That sounds pretty bad. Yeah. How about you, Leo, Silas? You want to fucking speak up?
I don't know. Basically, whatever. I mean, hell, in any interpretation of it doesn't sound very cool. But, I don't know, just like waking up one day, having the idea to do something, then waking up the next day and just always forgetting. I think dementia. Just having any sort of like, but a very specific kind where you have an idea and creativity, an idea for something you want to do, or just anything, and then you forget it or are unable to do it, but like you are like at the same time outside of yourself and you're forgetting something.
That would suck.
That actually sounds like worse. It's like you have memory loss like dementia or Alzheimer's, and you just keep forgetting shit, but you can remember that you have a suspicion that you have dementia.
Something
or Alzheimer's
always being on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, but then like you're aware that you're kind of forgetting things, but you don't know exactly what and where and how and why. Like that sounds actually terrible.
That sounds terrifying.
What if
like,
your hell was
like forgetting who you are constantly and being like, it's like the Adam Sandler movie 50 First Dates, dude. Imagine. That'd be kind of freaky.
Everything you've built your whole life and leading up to a point where you can be financially stable, you can meet someone you like, marry them, have kids, have pets, get a job, be happy. You get up to that point and then you forget it, and you get dementia and you forget all that, but you're aware you have dementia and you can't remember if you had a good life or not.
I think dementia really sucks in that sense because it's like, oh, well, now you can't die peacefully because you don't remember what you got to enjoy during your lifetime.
You don't know if you had a bad life or a good life, but either way, you're just depressed.
Well, then, but at the same time, your brain is literally deteriorating, so you don't even know if you'll be able to experience those emotions again. You can probably remember experiencing stuff like that, but it just blurs out. Literally everything. Emotion, feeling, it just blurs because your brain is disintegrating.
Yeah, I think we're thinking of like a very specific version of dementia that was designed for hell to just make it worse.
I don't know if this kind of dementia actually exists.
No. What if your hell is just the Truman Show? Oh. And you're like 30 years into life and you find out that you're in the Truman Show?
Oh,
and like actually living his life, but he can't get out, or he does get out, and it's just like he doesn't know how to live his life. I don't know.
I think Hell is listening to JoJo Siwa on repeat.
What's the news? Like she got a shirt that says
she's gay.
My favorite gay cousin.
Yeah.
What is
such
that
a
about?
weird way to come out.
You know who JoJo Siwa is?
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, JoJo Siwa is someone you shouldn't care about.
Nope.
And she received a shirt from her cousin that says "My favorite lesbian cousin" or something.
No, it's
like
my
that.
favorite, best gay cousin. I think something like that.
But yeah, and people are like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" And it's just like we're gonna just forget that she's like been forced into doing like Dance Moms and is a diva.
Literally forced into this lifestyle.
I got another funny story.
We're gonna cut all of that out.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. My grandpa the other day. My grandpa the other day. He got a not a space heater, but like one of those outdoor heaters. The big tall ones, you know.
Yeah.
And he was gonna put that in the garage, so when we have practice, we could stay warm in there. And he measured it. He thought it wasn't too tall for the ceiling, but it is. And so it would light everything on fire.
Oh.
And he spent a good amount of money on it. And instead of returning it or figuring out a new solution like a regular human being, he spent more money to put in fire shielding on the entire roof, or not the roof, the ceiling of the garage, make so it's impossible for it to burn down. He just put in shielding around. Yeah, it's insane.
Speaking of like,
wow,
yeah. Speaking of new stuff and garages, we got a bike trainer, so not like an actual elliptical ride or whatever, because those are expensive. We got one that like locks onto the ground and then it hooks up to your back, like the back bike wheel, and it can have like resistance or whatever. Earlier on that, I was like on that, I was trying it, and I almost fell over trying to get off, so that was cool.
Nice. You guys been staying active during quarantine?
Yeah.
Been trying, yeah.
What have you guys been doing?
I've been trying to work out since trying, because it's very hard. Trying to work out since January, and I was doing a pretty good job, and I was trying to stretch every morning. But the other day, I was starting my week, and I was stretching, and I got in one day of exercise, but I overextended myself while stretching. I held them for way too long.
Oh.
And I just blew up my back for the rest of the week.
Oh, that
it was horrible.
Sucks.
I could hardly bend over to pick up anything. If I needed to pick something up, I needed to squat down.
I hate that feeling. I used to get that during football. I think I got that one time because I had to carry one of my teammates on my back, who was heavier than me, across the field. So
why did you need to?
No, like piggyback.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That sucked ass. How about you, Leah? What have you been doing to keep the blood moving?
Well, I'm still getting that cardio in, running. Recently got some new headphones so I can actually listen to music well when running, so that's pretty cool.
What about the
I've also been
JLab?
Those ended up kind of degrading and not doing too well.
I almost feel like mine are starting to get worse.
They might. Long term, I'm not actually too confident in them. Mine started like making a loud screeching sound.
Oh, really?
Wait, was it JBL or JLab?
Loud. JLab.
Okay.
It wasn't actually loud, but it's really annoying when you're trying to listen to music and just in the background you have that like a high screeching, hissing sound. But these new headphones I got made it so running's a lot easier. And I've also been trying to do some like weights and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm moving on. I'm not only am I on that cardio type beat, I'm trying to build some muscle.
Operation Summer Bod. That's what
Operation Summer Bod is a go.
Hot boy summer.
I got more weights, so that's cool. For Christmas, I got like a weight bench thingy, and I started off with 80 because that's what it came with, and then recently I got 20 pounds for it on each side, so now I'm at 140. Or not 140, fuck, 120. So that's cool. It's pretty swagadelic.
Nice. I want to get more into weightlifting because that is, I think, huge, and you can make so much progress a lot easier with weightlifting. When my mom and my dad divorced, my dad told me that for like 3 months, all he would eat is like jerky, and all he drink is Gatorade. And whenever he had free time, all he would do is lift weights in the garage. And then he lost like, I think it was somewhere between like 30 and 50 pounds.
Holy shit, dude.
Yo.
I think
he lost weight
like
doing that.
Yeah, I think 40. Yeah, because you're just
jerky and
you're limiting your diet to just protein and Gatorade and
sugar and meat. That's like the two.
I guess like
your weight.
Divorce fueled exercise probably will do that to you.
Wow.
Either I think after a divorce, you either gain a lot of weight or you lose a lot of weight. But there is definitely some sort of change in your body composition, I think, after it.
Yeah, if there's something as big as that happening.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've been trying to eat healthier. So that's pretty cool. I've lost 5 pounds within 2 weeks. So Operation Summer Bod is in a fucking full effect. I can actually, go a summer without constantly being in a sweater. So
I backslid a little bit, but I'm on track to lose 10 pounds this month.
Nice. Good job, dude.
This is the fitness podcast now.
Yeah. I had the most change in my weight in such a short amount of time. In August of 2019, I went from being in the best shape of my life to August 2020 being in the worst shape of my life, gaining about 50 pounds in between.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people who just like, there's also like the same type of people who be on like TikTok for 8 hours a day and do nothing else with their lives. But it's like a lot. I know a lot of people who have either like just gained a bunch of weight or got depressed and didn't eat at all and are now like 20 pounds underweight. It's insane.
Yeah. I'm starting to identify more though with the TikTok people. I'm starting to like TikTok now.
Oh God.
Because I've gotten it where pretty much in my for you section, the only thing that I get recommended is kids with Down syndrome being cute and kids showing off their Nerf guns.
It's pretty good.
Like people doing tactical draws with their Nerf guns.
It's Nerf for nothing, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Well,
I've been on that TikTok for a long time. I don't know why you guys like
TikTok's scary, dude.
I'm not gonna go into that loophole. Leo's done it with Twitter. I'm not gonna do it with either of them. So
it's just it just scares me because like the thing is, it's the whole app is just designed from the ground up to be as addicting as possible.
Yep.
It's like literally just a machine that learns what interests you and then just gives that to you so it can hold your attention as long as possible.
Quicker than any other one, because they all do that, but it's really quickly.
The TikTok algorithm is insane. It figures you out quick. I downloaded it once and like within half an hour, I was like, damn, this app knows more about me than I do. And it's like, the other thing about TikTok though, because it's like, well, I watch YouTube and YouTube does that. It learns what you like and gives you more of that. But the thing about TikTok is like, I never feel like it's an enriching experience ever. Like on YouTube, I feel like sometimes I can learn some stuff and I can walk away with it, like gaining something. But with TikTok, when you're restricted to like 20-second like videos, it just feels like it just gives you ADHD, and YouTube is never getting anything enriching.
Yeah, YouTube it like literally makes you kind of develop like a short attention span. Like I know
Yeah.
Just like
people who just
person dancing, shitty joke,
yeah,
person dancing,
and
weird,
it's the same
oddly satisfying
like,
video, another person dance. It's like
it's the same fucking content with different people, the same jokes reused and recycled like a dirty fishbowl.
Okay, no, not like that. It's all it is it's just quick succession. There's a wide, diverse array of content. It's
okay, yeah, that's true. I kind of misrepresented that there. It's not necessarily just people dancing at all because
it only depends on what you put in, what you like, what you watch.
Yeah.
So if all you watch is dancing videos, then you're gonna get dancing videos.
Yeah,
which is cool because it is easier to mold it to what you want, and it does learn what you want, which is cool, but also scary. But the biggest thing about TikTok versus YouTube is you open it and it's just a very wide website, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't TikTok. You go onto the website and it immediately starts playing videos.
Yeah,
and you watch the video, and without your control, it plays the next one and the next one, and they're all short, so you don't have time to you watch it short, build up, premise, joke, you laugh, and then the next one plays, and then the next one. YouTube is very it almost has like a not a business like feel
on
to
YouTube.
it.
You choose the direction you want to, but on TikTok, TikTok kind of pushes you in a direction.
Yeah, like
you have to be like, I want to watch this video on YouTube.
I want to watch Parallel Pipes Iceberg, and then from there it'll give me more iceberg videos, but I get to choose which ones I want to watch. Like I don't want to go down like a Family Guy Iceberg if I was only watching it for like spooky, scary stuff.
I don't know about you guys, but like the instant gratification for TikTok isn't it's nice, and I feel like a lot of people use it for that. But for me, I think the medium is pretty impressive because like some of the people I follow, I follow like a few history teachers that talk about like a funny moment or a cool part of history they know about. Or I think the best thing I've seen on there so far is like the riff community of guitars, because instead of like, full songs, it's people experimenting with music, and in such a short format that's perfectly set for that kind of stuff. It's incredible to learn from. I think if you look at it in the frame of just entertainment, then yeah, it's just entertainment. But there is literally anything. There's billions of people using it at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just also don't want to be.
For me, what it mainly comes down to is the videos are 20 seconds long, and like within, or I don't know, what is the time limit? It's pretty short, right?
It's a minute.
It is a minute. Still, I feel like a minute. Most of the videos aren't a minute. Even a minute isn't enough to, I think, present an entire and like a wholesome maybe an entire solid experience.
That's what it's for though, so you go to YouTube and you watch your documentary on how something works, and you go to TikTok when you want to laugh for 5 seconds, then you go immediately back to YouTube to learn. That's what I do.
It seems like the way TikTok works, you don't just watch it for 5 seconds. It seems like the way it's built and what Leo was saying, it's supposed to draw you in for longer than usual, like longer than you're supposed to be on there, like hours. I've heard people say they've been on there.
Yeah, I mean all apps do it, but I don't know. I don't like TikTok. It's probably fine. I'm probably looking into it too much and just being a boomer about it. But I haven't. I've used it in the past, and I wasn't.
These kids like this app that's new. Impossible. I'm not gonna go on there. It's evil. The devil.
I think it is good to be cautious about it though, because there are people who get addicted, and it is. Just,
I think just in general, be very wary of getting addicted to mobile apps.
Yeah, because people are getting very good at.
I don't really think that's a TikTok problem. I think that's just a
people problem,
technology problem.
Yeah, entertainment industry manipulation, growing their algorithms very
I think TikTok
quickly.
does particularly well, but it's just a general problem.
Mm-hmm. It really sucks that people can't just get addicted.
Yeah, it's not. I think that the people who get like actually addicted, like they need to watch it, and not like I'm shaking because I haven't looked at my phone. But like you can't put it down. I feel like that's less of a problem, and just because it becomes a habit. I think that
I guess it doesn't really become like a physical withdrawal.
No,
it just becomes more of like a mental addiction to where you develop a short attention span and you can't enjoy anything more than a minute.
It's like it's just pure serotonin. I think it is, because all it is just it's mindless enjoyment. You know.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I feel I'm gonna go back on what I said. I feel like it's mostly that. Like, I don't use it for that, but I feel like that's the main user base, is just mindless, like, stimulus. Is that what? Yeah, stimulus. Yeah. You're just stimulating your brain directly. You don't have to do anything because it does it on its own.
And I guess like the really big driving factor of how it can be addicting, because you don't have to do anything. It's just like instant. And I just lay in bed. I just kick back. I watch.
I really wonder how stuff like that has affected. Like, is there a way to just measure the productivity of a society? I don't know if there is a way. Maybe
you can do it like as an independent study with maybe like 100 people max, but
because I'd be really interested to see like what the effects of things like TikTok and YouTube and like those kind of apps that are just devised to gain your attention have had on the overall productivity of a society.
I don't know about you guys, but it's like getting harder to watch movies. Like, it's to sit through them all.
I never really liked movies to like begin with. Like, it's just, I don't know. That
I know that feeling. Yeah, too.
Yeah,
you just kind of get bored in the middle, and you want to just do something else.
What's going on YouTube right now?
I like, yeah.
I just find it really hard to do.
It's not a huge problem, but every once in a while, I can like.
Checking every once in a while doesn't take away from my enjoyment of the movie. It is a problem that it's like, I don't really like what's going on right now.
It's a big problem when I'm trying to do schoolwork.
Yeah. You have to set like little rewards for yourself. Like, okay, that's one paragraph out of the 5. I can look for 10 minutes. This next video played, and this is like 5 minutes long. I'll wait another. This video looks cool. Another 10 minutes. I can do this tomorrow. I can do this assignment tomorrow.
I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm playing Tarkov and doing tasks and that, I also like listen to music or listen to like videos in the background, and I feel like that also kind of contributes to it. It's like overstimulation, right?
Yeah,
something like that. I feel like
is
you just like building up a resistance. I mean, not like you're like getting calloused to it.
I'm actively reducing my attention span, I think, because I'm constantly doing something, you know? I'm never taking time to relax.
Yeah.
I'm just constantly watching stuff, playing stuff, and I'm doing stuff at the same time, which I think is even worse.
I'll be listening to like a podcast while playing Apex, which is like a very attention like needing game. So I'm paying attention to a podcast and this game that both like require to pay attention. So yeah, that might be a problem too.
I've done it now where when I'm doing homework, I listen to music, because you can kind of more passively listen to music and still get things done, I feel like. And when I'm playing games, I like to listen to podcasts, because you can kind of more passively play a game, especially depending on the type of game. You can listen more to what they're saying. And I've kind of tried to stop listening to podcasts while I sleep, because I'm either like just blowing through an episode and I'm not actually learning anything, or I focus on what they're saying and I can't sleep.
I do that. I turn on YouTube videos or podcasts just for noise when I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't even really listen to it. It's just nice to have something playing while I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And I hate it too, what it does to when I get my daily thing, like when it tells you how many hours you spent on social media. It's like, you spent 16 hours watching YouTube yesterday. It's because I left on like 10-hour rain sound compilation on my phone while I fell asleep. And it's like, well, now I don't really know.
No accurate reading. Well, we're coming around the 60-minute mark. Talked about a lot of stuff. We crammed it all in. Anything you guys want to last ending remarks, title, credit, screen type shit?
I feel bad that you're going to have to cut out about 10 minutes of me saying a lot of really inappropriate stuff.
That's no problem.
It's really inappropriate. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it, babe. Anyways, this was the Incoherent Podcast. I had my friends with me today, Leo, Silas, and our special guest, Lucas.
Bye.
Yet again, I'm going to say this again. Gamer subs, please. I mean, hit me up when this gets big enough, hopefully.
I'm drinking some right now from my waifu shaker.
Nice.
Cooper's Chicken, please sponsor me.
No,
I would like chicken strips.
Cooper's Chicken.
If you don't cut that stuff out, I was joking.
Now the viewers want to, maybe the viewers might. Anyways, yeah.
Well, if they got offended, they probably left.
If you made it this far, I'm proud of you. You get a chalky milk.
Make a comment about it. We'll put a timestamp to him apologizing.
Yeah. Well, this was, like I said, this is an Incoherent podcast. Thank you for listening. I'll see you guys next time. It might be on SoundCloud soon, so yeah. Bye.